Hey, this is Math 7, Unit 6, Lesson 4, Reasoning about Equations and Tape Diagrams, Part 3. I don't know, it says Part 1, but this should be Part number 3. A little typo there. Alright, so the first one, of course, is the review from today's lesson. It says here's a diagram and the equation. Find the solution to the equation and explain your reasoning. And so we can see a couple parts here. We have 23, which matches the total up there. We see the 4x's, which are right there. There's our 4x. And here's our 17 there. So go ahead and use this to help you solve it. Looking down at number 2. It says Lynn shares 14 pieces of candy with 3 friends. So we have 14 pieces of candy. That's going to be my number I'm working with here. And we see we're going to break it into groups of 3 with 3 friends. Well, we're 3 friends. Now, she eats 2, so we have to include her. So she's having 2. And gives each friend, each of the 3 friends, the same amount. What's the same amount? We don't know. Let's call it x. Okay? So for this tape diagram, we know that Lynn is going to have 2, and she has 3 friends she's sharing with, so they each get some amount, and all together there are 14 pieces of candy. Alright? So if you were to write this as an equation, what would we say? We would call this 2 plus 3 groups of x equals 14, and we'd solve it from there. Let's look at number 3. I'm going to let you draw a tape diagram here, but let's talk it through. Noah spends $15 to buy a $3 book for himself and a bookmark for each of his 6 cousins. So, in sum, he spends $15 and he buys a $3 book for himself and then a bookmark, so something, for each of his what? 6 cousins. So he's going to do the something else 6 times, a bookmark for 6 cousins. So we know it's going to sum up to 15. We're going to have a 3, and then we're going to have 6 of the bookmarks. So think through what that could look like there. Alright. And number 4. Andre bought 3 packs of gum, nice job, and a $4 magazine at the store, and he spent $8.50. So our big sum total is $8.50, and we have 3 packs of gum. Well, do I know how much the gum costs? Nope, just like I don't know how much the bookmarks for the cousins were. But I could have a gum and put it in a box, and a gum, put it in a box, and a gum, those are my 3 packs of gum, along with a $4 magazine, and all together that means I'm going to be spending $8.50. As an equation again, what would I say? This is 3 groups of G, 3 groups of gum, plus the $4 magazine, equals $8.50, and then I could solve that if I chose to. Subtract 4, you're at $4.50 equals 3G, divide everything by 3, divide by 3, and so the gum equals what? Well, gum goes in there, $1.50 is how much a pack of gum costs. Alright, so if your pack of gum costs $1.50, you may be spending too much on gum. Number 5, using the diagrams for problems 2 through 4, which tape diagram matches the equation? Find the solution and explain what it tells you. So we want to find the diagram match, we want to find a solution, and explain. I should do all those things there. Excuse me. And we're trying to match them for what is up here. So we've already done this a little bit because in our first one we said that 2 plus 3x equals 14. So here's 2 plus 3x equals 14. Right there. So this one matches number 2, matches that one right there, and so we want to solve it. So to solve it, we subtract 2, so that 12 equals 3x, we divide by 3, so that 4 equals x. Alright, what does the solution tell me? It tells me on this situation here that everybody got 4 pieces of candy. That's what everybody got because that was the problem up there. These two go with these equations, and let's see what you come up with. Alright, and then finally number 6 and 7 for the day. Number 6 and 7 says find a solution to each equation and explain your reasoning. You can use a diagram if you need to. So the first one comes with a diagram, so go ahead and solve that one. You should be okay. This one doesn't have a diagram. That's okay. You can make one if you chose to, right? We could say it's 4 x's, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 17. And that becomes what I have in the box, like this. And all together, it adds up to 53. So there's a diagram, just like that. 4 x's, 17 comes to 53. To solve it, we do 4x plus 17 equals 53. We're going to subtract 17 from both sides. So that 4x now equals, what do I have left over here? 53 minus 17 is equal to 36. I'll divide both sides by 4 so that x equals 9. And now we have a solution. There you go. So we got some of those solved for you. Hope that helps you out with the rest of them. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.